Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Evolutions are the talk of the town again on FC26, as literally the perfect evolution just dropped for the most popular chain Evo card in this game. And it has me taking a step back and thinking, did EA realize that when they introduced this concept of the silver superstar icons, that it would turn into what it is now? I don't think they did, but I love it. We love it. And that's the beauty of Evos. We get to decide the cards that we can upgrade and how we upgrade them. So we got to talk about that a bit today, because this is almost getting out of control, to be completely honest. It's actually starting to impact some player prices on the market because of how good these chain Evos are getting, which, by the way, sounds like there's another good Evo that is leaked for these chain silver superstar icon evolutions that may be dropping as soon as today. So we're going to talk about that. And also today, our two icon upgrade packs, the player pick and the icon upgrade SBC, are both set to expire. So the question is, what is going to replace the 1 of 3 icon pick and the 87 plus base or Thunderstruck icon upgrade? And can we invest during squad battle rewards before that happens? Let's talk about it, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's start off the video, of course, by looking back at yesterday's Saturday content and continuing the conversation about Evos. We have 3 new reward Evos inside of the Let's Do the Time Warp Again bronze live event that they released. Now, we knew this was coming and we kind of had an idea about the rewards, especially we could see the packs and we could see this Nzonzi card, which, by the way, this needs at least one evolution to be semi-usable in the game for the FIFA nostalgia Nzonzi here. But apart from that, what really is good from this objective is the 85x2 pack. That's pretty good. And the 3 evolutions. Now, these aren't crazy Evos, but if you preview each of them, they're kind of intriguing. You take a bronze card to a silver and give them some pretty good stat boost, along with the Tiki Taka and Relentless playstyle here for the progressing along Evo, and you give them a Time Warp card design, which gives them max chemistry. The second Evo gives you a passing boost for a max 74 rated card. I think this upgrades the overall +1. If they are not a 74 already, they will just go to 74 max rating. It gives pinged and incisive pass. So that one's like, okay, decent for a silver card. By the way, silver superstar icons fit in this one as well. That's a very important key because we're going to continue talking about those cards today. And the group objective reward here is the Timeless Talent, which is more of a defensive boosting Evo for a silver card with some big stat boost, intercept, anticipate, and press proven, along with the skill moves and a weak foot boost. So great for a center back, great for a midfielder, great for Hullet, right? We're going to talk about that Hullet card today. He's everywhere once again, and even some of these objective Evos fit his card if you're still below 74 rated on your silver superstar Hullet. So for me, this is a very unique gameplay mode, and since it's out for 12 more days, I'm going to be piecing it together. I'm going to be playing a few games, getting the score, getting the assist done, getting those packs, and getting those evolutions, just because why not? I'll be at least a little interested in using bronze cards and seeing how they play in game. We've used the silvers a couple of times this year. Now it's time for the bronzes. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing that one, or if you're like, nah, I can't be asked to use bronze cards. Now, to SBCs we go, where we finally had a good value player SBC for a card that is like a card that needs to be cheap, and it's good value for cheap is what I'm saying. Like, these SBCs were like 50 or 60,000 coins last week, and even in the last couple of days, and now we're at 30,000 coins for this Ashley Young. But I'm kind of confused. Where do you play this guy in game? Finesse, Tiki Taka, and he's got Inventive, but he also has Jockey, Rapid Plus, and Technical base. He's got decent rolls for a left back, for the wing back. He's got inside forward for the right mid and left mid, and he's got all the pace in the world with 3-star skills and 4-star weak foot. And yeah, sure, you could say he needs Evos, which I would absolutely agree with, but for the price of 4 very low rated squads, 81, 82, 82, and 83, I'm completely fine with that. That's only 30,000 coins of value. You get 4 tradable packs back from doing these SBCs, albeit they're not crazy packs, but you pack 1 inform from this and there's half your coins back right there. That's awesome. And you can do this SBC by literally completing your 82x10s every day. Like, one day of 82x10s completing will get this done, because it's just a very small number of squads here and they're all low rated. So that's awesome. And I think that's a great price for an Ashley Young card that's not the most meta, but it's a cheap, fun FIFA legend. And I think that's a must complete. That's all I really have to say about that. GG's EA for actually pricing an SBC correctly. Now, let's go to Evos, where we had the really good content from yesterday. Chain Evos galore. It's the Fresh Legs 10,000 coin pace boost Evo. If there's a type of stat boosting Evo that we needed on this game, it was a pace boost. You can take any card, not a center back. That's the only restriction. Max 86 rated and not a center back. Up to 88 pace through this evolution. It does give you a +1 overall. That is the most important thing to note. But this Evo is usable in so many different ways. First of all, you can put it on somebody who just needs a quick +7 pace and maybe a playstyle like Pogba. Sure, I take him to an 87 rated if I do this, but it gives him the big pace boost as well. Even Claudia Pina, some people are putting her into this. Yes, taking her to an 87, but giving her the rapid playstyle and giving her the pace and maybe saving her for a future Evo instead of putting her into the one that we had on Friday, of course, the big Pina Evo. Now, to be honest, I think the Pina Evo from Friday is better, but some people are doing that. But I love this evolution specifically for the most popular Evo card in the game right now. Hullet is the guy for this one because his pace is the problem. When you look at so many different Evo chains right now on Futbin, you see, well, now a lot of them are showing 88 pace because you can put him in this Evo 3 times and take him from 70 pace up to 88, and that's the real kicker, right? Because this has been the stat. When you look at a card like this Hullet, a lot of us who've been evolving this card probably have an item that's got 70 pace on or low 70s pace, and now you got an opportunity to take him up to 88 and really make your Hullet card insane. And man, this Evo is just insane for him, but it's so insane for so many other players. Pele, this is great on, again, like you talk about this Evo in so many different ways. I can't even speak because it's so good. It's got 4 repeats on this evolution. So you can put it 3 times on Hullet, and then you still have it left over 1 more time for another player. That's kind of the greatness with this, is you can do it on 4 different cards 1 time, or you can do it on 2, like split it between 2, or you just throw it all on 1 card and give them a massive, massive pace boost. Now, with Hullet coming back to the limelight as the most popular Evo card in this game, it made me realize, what is EA thinking about us evoing all these silver superstars icons right now in this way? Because there's no way that when EA dropped these cards this year, they really thought that it would turn into this. Even in the first season, they said that these cards were not going to be evolvable, and then in the second season a few more Evos actually allowed them. There's still a lot of Evos that we get right now on the daily that say must not be World Tour Silver Superstar, and of course they say that because the Evo would give a new card type. So if you put a Silver Superstar into it and it changes the card type, then they're unlocked forever for more evolutions. That's why like the Bobby Charlton and Pele glitched Evos from that Musiala Evo early in the year are so crazy. I'm lucky to have the Bobby Charlton, and he's incredible, right? Because he now fits every type of Evo instead of the ones that just don't say that World Tour Silver Superstars do not fit in it. But did EA really realize what they were doing when they put these cards out? We knew right away when they dropped these that they would be very intriguing for Evos. And we even talked about that at the very beginning of the year. But I don't think we saw this incoming. And at this point, it almost seems like this wasn't what they planned for, but they're just kind of going along with it because A, it makes people happy and it makes us excited to create our own evolution versions of icons that normally we don't get a chance to use. Like that was the whole hype around the Silver Superstars in the first place. When do you get the chance to use Maradona and Pele and Eusebio from that first season? Now, I didn't get Eusebio done, which I'm still frustrated about, but like when do you get the chance to use all of these cards, even as silver cards, right? You don't. And this is a great idea for that. But then the evolutions came along, and of course we were like, we want to make these cards better because they're still the icons at their core, and you boost up their stats, and then you get to use that card in your main team and not just in your silver team. It's a sick concept, and we knew from the beginning this could happen, but I don't think we knew what it was going to actually be like when it came to life like it did. And honestly, I mentioned EA kind of playing into it. That's what it feels like they're doing now because of all the chain evolutions that we've had, creating crazy versions of these cards. It kind of seems like EA knows that we like it, but also they can make a little bit of money from it. I mean, a 10,000 coin Evo, which is worth it, by the way, but 10,000 coins or 100 FC points, repeatable 4 times, when a lot of people are going to put those Evos on Hullet or on Maradona or on Pele, like EA knows that that's how they can, make a little bit of money from this sort of content as well, because it is fun. But there is a bit of an issue with this, in my opinion. Even though it's fun, it's all fun and games, right? Creating all these Hullet Evos and, using the Footbin Evo builders here and like picking together what playstyles you want, doing it in a specific order. And maybe you want to keep your silver icons still silver so you can use them in the silver teams and stuff. But deciding all that, I think the future problem with this is while it's fun right now, you're going to have less demand. Let's say earlier or later on in this year, they drop a Hullet SBC, a Team of the Year Hullet SBC. There's going to be a lot less demand and a lot less hype for a card like that than there normally would be because so many people already have this Hullet Evo, or maybe even for Maradona or for Pele or for Jarzinho. Like I've got a freaking sick version of Jarzinho that I've been using, and I've Evo'd through a bunch of evolutions around. It was like after Black Friday, maybe in like early December. Like that's a sick 80 rated card. Just needs a bit of a passing boost, and of course, I already use him right now in game, and he's really awesome. But like, if there was a Jarzinho SBC, I'm hands off that because I already have a great card. Now, we haven't really ran into that situation yet. We might be with the Bobby Charlton, who's leaked, and of course, a lot of people have his silver card and have evolved him as well. But that's the only downside that I can really see from this, and I feel like that may hurt us more later on in the year than right now. But for now, all you continue to see is these crazy Evo chains, and actually prices may be getting hurt on the market a little bit because with this Hullet card being so popular and attackers like Maradona and Pele being so popular, it's going to turn people's desire away from some of the cards on the market. And that's why I think you see a card like Vitinha dropping yesterday. Crazily enough, a 1.3 million coin card dropping because of a Hullet Evo becoming popular. I don't think that's out of the question when it's Hullet, when you can Evo him to such crazy levels. And people want to be careful with their coins heading into Team of the Year anyway. So that's why I think you're seeing some of these price movements downward on some of these cards, like even the Young, this Vitinha, and many others in the midfield have been dropping because of all of these evolutions. So let me know in the comments if you're evoing the silver icons right now. I think most people are. Not everybody is, but I think most people are. Whether you're taking them above 74, like I am, or whether you're keeping them at 74 rated, it's just wild to see how this has taken place, and I really don't think it's what EA had in mind, but maybe it's what they've adjusted to. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Now, speaking of these Evos, since we're on the topic, we do have another one that is leaked, and we already know that Hullet can be used in a Time Warp Evolution physical boost. Hullet can be used. This is, of course, coming after the leak yesterday that the pace boost also fit Hullet's card. Well, if you need a physical boost on Hullet, which I do on mine technically, I'm a little behind the most popular Evo chain. My Hullet's only got 73 physical right now. It looks like either today or very soon, we're going to have another one of these evolutions that Hullet may fit. I just wonder what playstyle it will give, because they've been dropping a lot of these chain evolutions that give you a big stat boost or a solid stat boost, but then it gives you like one playstyle as well. So maybe like Bruiser or maybe Enforcer. He already has Enforcer, so I'm not entirely sure which one they would give or what this Evo would be based around, but that is something that's out there, and that would be very nice for Hullet and maybe other silver superstar icons that you might be wanting to evolve right now. Now, let's turn the page and talk about the market a little bit, because prices in the market are doing very good once again, apart from a couple of drops like we talked about because of these evolutions that are going crazy. Most prices around this game are doing great, and it's because the end of winter wildcards, these cards are super hype. The promo of Time Warp, while it has some absolutely incredible dynamic images like for the Messi and good cards, it's just not wild. Like, it's not crazy wild cards. Wow, pulled that one out of nowhere. It's just not as insane as the last promo was content wise. It's definitely taken a step down. We talked about it. This is a filler promo between winter wildcards and Team of the Year. So with that being said, the market's doing pretty good because a lot of people were hyped during winter wildcards. A lot of people have coins, and I think that's why you're seeing the market do as good as it is. However, with that being said, I think we still need to be a little bit careful because we have Team of the Year, at least some sort of Team of the Year news coming later on this week, because it is Team of the Year voting soon. Wait, 817 for Jude Bellingham. This is the other thing about the market. There are great fluctuations out there. There are fantastic opportunities to make coins. Bellingham was 900K, I believe, on like Saturday morning. Is that true? 900,000 coins, and 8.6. That's a buy. I would buy that. The fluctuation trading right now is fantastic. If like that card right there, I would buy that. Hopefully he goes back up too. Maybe I'll add this one to my targets. If I win that at 800, I'm hopefully selling that for 880 later on today, because that's what his price was for most of the day yesterday. So the market's great for the trades and stuff like that at the moment. Still want to be a little careful with team of the year news incoming, but for the here and now, prices are doing amazing. Winter wildcards are up like crazy. Pedri's 390,000 coins. You look across all of these cards, they're doing very well. The Impacts Time Warp cards, I think you want to be careful with these. I actually did buy a Marco Royce to do a quick flip on. I got him at 530,000 coins because yesterday, I mean, he went from 560K early Saturday morning all the way up to like 700K. There was a huge rise because these cards are rare, like we talked about, and that's good for the fluctuations. I just don't think you want to hold on to these cards too long because I still feel like most of this promo team is overpriced. So if they rise up today in the pre-Sunday market rise hype, I guess you'd say, after squad battle rewards, I think you could take the money there on some of these cards and just fluctuation trade with those, but don't hold on to them because I think they still will drop. Now, with squad battle rewards today, I want to look at fodder. I think fodder might get supplied a little bit because if you guys haven't noticed, squad battle rewards are kind of decent, and maybe there's a decent amount of people playing because of Evos at the moment, because we're ending winter wild cards. There's a chance that these rewards could actually impact the market. Let me go to like Gold 1 or Elite 3, right? Not a ton of people are in Elite 3, but like an 81/12 tradable, an 84/6, an 83/5, an 85/89, and 10,000 coins, along with the Team of the Week pack for Elite 3. That's not bad. Gold 1, 20% of all players gets an 81/12 tradable too. So unless you're like saving packs entirely for Team of the Year at this point, I would have to imagine that fodder would drop a little bit after squad battle rewards. And with that being said, I think this could be investable today because our big SBCs that a lot of people are crafting and, you know, completing at the moment just because they're fun SBCs to do are expiring. And those are the icon SBCs, right? Of course, we have got, not in the player section, I want to go to the all and I want to look at the 2 icon SBCs that are expiring. The 87 plus base or Thunderstruck, which of course has 4 squads with an 88 being the highest, and the icon player pick, which has 5 squads with an 88 and an 89. Both of these are expiring today. Now, as we've checked the pack code, there is no new pack code out there that would tell us we're going to get like an 88 plus icon pack. Maybe EA is going to add something like that to the code today before content, but there's nothing out right now news-wise that we're getting a new icon pack, which makes me think that they're just going to refresh the icon pick. And if that is the case, the icon pick is still a very, very sought after SBC, even though it's a bit more expensive. Best case scenario would be they make the icon pick cheaper. Like, let's say they take off the 89 squad and make it an 88, or maybe they just make it 4 squads instead of 5, and then whatever, like reduce the price a little bit. I think more people would end up doing it then. And you could see fodder actually do pretty well. If 88s go below 9,000 coins today, I think that could be a buy. Hopefully after the icon pick, they do rise to 10,000 or above, and then maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they go up a little bit more as well. That's the hope. That would be a perfect scenario. If the icon pick doesn't get cheaper today, I don't think fodder would rise up a whole bunch. But I would say if 85s drop, the lower tier of fodder, these did very, very good last week. We said to buy these last week under 2,000 coins, and again at 2K. They went all the way to 4.2K yesterday, which is crazy. But if these drop down to like 3,000 coins flat, or especially on bid during squad battle rewards under 3K, like if they go to 2.5 or something, that would be awesome. I think you can stock up on those because the winter provisions packs are still out. People are grinding those and they feel like those are valuable, so they're buying 85s to put into those winter provisions packs every single day. I'm trying to get them done from the club every single day. But with that giving a bunch of gold rares and commons and people trying to stash these even for team of the year, I think 85s could be a good investment if they go low enough today. Again, you got to see a drop during rewards for it to be worth it. And the thing is, if rewards are done like 4 or 5 hours after rewards and you're watching this video and you think it's over for you, it's not. They can still be very low. Sundays usually fodder is down from rewards at least until content or a couple hours before content. Also, team of the weeks, 12.5K. I still like it, whether it's a this week play or a longer term play, hopefully into team of the year. I think that is still a solid investment in my opinion right now. Team of the week cards for 12,000 coins. Now, the rest of Sunday content today, besides the icon pick / pack, whatever we're getting there, I think it's really just going to come down to what player SBC are we getting. And of course, the big player SBCs that we have leaked, the Vidal and the Alexis Sanchez, those are looking like they're more of the next week sort of situation. Unless Vidal is leaked to be a part of content today, it is kind of a mystery as to where is that card and when is that card going to be released, based off of the leakers not necessarily agreeing with what was said last week. One leaker says he's in Team 1. Other leaker says he's in Team 2. We have Marta Torrejon, we have Hoffman still, and we have Dante. Dante's card actually looks pretty interesting. So if that one would be today, that would be cool. Watch out for another player SBC though. And apart from that, I'm not expecting a whole lot else today on Sunday. It would really just be the icon pick day. Maybe that evolution that was leaked to boost physical, and you know, one more player SBC, and that's probably going to be it. Now, that's going to be the video for me today, guys, as well. Let me know what you feel about those silver superstar icons. I know some people love them, some people don't, but it just allows you to create a crazy player for a card that you don't normally get to use, and I think that's cool. So if you got a crazy Evo as well, tweet it to me. I love seeing your guys' evolutions. I know that all the tweeters right now are posting, the leakers especially, are like, yo, show me your coolest Evo. But if you have a cool Evo, send it my way, especially if it's unique. PSN messages, Discord, Twitter, whatever it may be. I love seeing some of the crazy creations that you guys can whip up from your favorite nations, your favorite clubs, and stuff like that. But that's going to be the video for me today. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. Great weekend. Peace out.